Other interesting business news, you have Six Flags and Cedar Fair to merge and, even more unusual, move the headquarters to North Carolina? Right? I actually had to read the article multiple times because I was so baffled at the choice of a location for new headquarters. Six Flags is famously one of the most successful amusement park companies in history, headquartered in the best state in the union, Texas. I should have got my hat for that. Nevertheless, the point still stands. They're headquartered famously in Arlington, Texas, right across the street from the good old Texas Rangers, and their parks are renowned for being some of the most successful parks in history. Now, specifically, this merger is going to be valued at $8 billion, and they're moving the headquarters to North Carolina. And this article is actually from the Charlotte Observer, Charlotte being the city in North Carolina. Now, it looks like specifically the parent company behind the name Cedar Fair is Carol Winds. They're the amusement park owner of Cedar Fair, and they'll be, let's see here, Cedar Fair being paid. So this is more unusual. So Cedar Fair was based in Sandusky, Ohio, and Six Flags, of course, Arlington, Texas. Now, they say that Carol Winds, which straddles the North and South Carolina border, is one of 11 Cedar Fair amusement parks and 4 water parks in the U.S. and Canada. So I suppose it's interesting that they're choosing a random park to be next to. I would suspect the one in Ohio, the Cedar Fair current headquarters in Sandusky, Ohio, would probably have a headquarters there as well. I mean, Six Flags has their headquarters in Arlington, Texas, and right down the street is one of the parks. So is it interesting, but why the Carolinas? I mean, some of the best states, physically speaking, for business are, bar none, going to be Texas and Florida. I can't help but think if I were an employee, there's no way I'm going to North Carolina because I suspect they have an income tax. But let's find out right now. Let's see here. North Carolina have state. That is actually the top result when you start to search. That's what people want to know. Ugh. So they tax you at 5.25%. If you work in the state of North Carolina, that's a lot of your income just going bye-bye. Then the feds steal another 40. Tax another 40. Then you buy something, it's another 10%. But nevertheless, that's another detriment. I feel bad for the employees if they have to move to the new headquarters. Imagine paying 0% income tax because you live in Texas, and then you have to go work over in North Carolina. Now, granted, I don't think those employees will probably make the move because there's, thankfully, a new business moving to DFW or Dallas-Fort Worth seemingly every, 18 seconds. It's great for the economy. Not so great for the housing market. That needs to catch up someday, knock on wood. I'll get there. But nevertheless, it is interesting that they are choosing to move the headquarters over there. Now, they noted that the merger is expected to officially close the first half of 2024, following the Six Flags shareholder approval and regulatory approvals as well. The approval by Cedar Fair uni holders is not required. Now, in terms of the fun statistics about the company, over the last year through the third quarter, Six Flags and Cedar Fair properties had 48 million visitors. The combined company would generate $3.4 billion in revenue. This is according to the Cedar Fair's news release. Enunciation is a key thing to work on. However, if you click the subscribe button, it might help. Perhaps. I'm not a scientist, but might. So it'll be interesting to see what the outcome is for these companies. Hopefully the quality for the consumers continues to improve. And I was surprised. Cedar Fair, it looks like the first park opened in 1870, according to their website, and they also purchased Carowinds in 2006 from Paramount for $1.2 billion. Cedar Fair has 4,400 full-time employees and 48,800 seasonal and part-time employees. That's according to the 2022 annual report. So that is astronomical. So it'll be interesting. Let me know, are you a fan of this merger? Or do you think, will quality go downhill? Or do you think perhaps it's one of those interesting things where there's a lot of advantages when you combine companies, especially in cost savings when you're purchasing raw materials. So that might be able to drive the price point down for certain items and give you better economies of scale and get a lower price point to the consumer. It's a fascinating thing, but it'll be interesting to see. As I always say, time shall tell. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of November. So if you could click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to let me know what I could be doing better or just sharing an appreciation with how I'm currently doing things. But I'm always looking to improve the show, so critique is always appreciated. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.